The heroes. You don't need a mask and a cape. Don't lose sleep wondering if humanity's safe.
No Tom don't got a Batman suit on. What's going on, family? This is your man MJ, WTF for real. Now, if this is your first time pulling up to the channel, I react to music, movies, all sorts of entertainment, even politics. But I'm back with another music reaction, and this is actually my bonus reaction for the day. Of course, I had to come back with some Tom MacDonald. Now, the title of the track is Heroes. This is his track, Heroes. Now, you guys have been telling me to listen to this one, and today is the day. Now, I haven't heard it yet. Can't wait to jump into it. But before I do, go ahead and hit that like button, share the video. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. Hit it. Smash that subscribe button. I really appreciate that. And you can also support the channel by buying your man a cup of coffee. I really appreciate the support. You guys are dope. Shout out to the Hangover Gang. You guys are real ones, man. Always got to shout y'all out. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what Tom is talking about. All right. Headphones. I don't have a beverage though, so that might be a problem. We're gonna see. All right, Tom, let's go.
There's too many songs about diamond teeth and gold chains. Too many rappers who still glorify gangs. There's way too many rhymes about codeine and women we'd like to bang. I just wanted to make a song to say thanks. Thank you to the cops who really trying to make the world a better place, risking their lives to keep a man they never even met safe. They ain't trying to kill your kids or lock their father away. They got families who need food on their plates. And thank you to the firefighters. Whenever I hear sirens, I pray. It takes a special kind of man to run toward all the flames. When we see smoke and we need help, the fire can't be contained. They running in while everybody runs away. And thank you to the soldiers fighting for us, flying way overseas. Ain't never met you, but I love you because you're dying for me. I'm enjoying my freedom, and I know freedom ain't free. When the anthem plays, I don't take a knee. And thank you to the truckers, the janitors, and the average people. The ones holding the jobs that will damage your ego. The ones who do the most and in return they get zero. Screw what anyone says. Y'all are heroes. Everyday people.
Yo, wait. Tom is a real one for this one, man. This is a shout out to, looks like first responders. Hell, even the janitor. What is this? What did he say? Everyday people. Okay, listen, man. Everybody is super important. And special shout out to the first responders, man. You know, I personally know several police officers, and there's some cool dudes. Hell, I almost became one. That was one of my dreams, to become a policeman, but the ship sailed. The ship sailed. And then I tried again later on in life and got super close to doing it. But at that point, I was just trying to see if I could do it. And, I was able to get to a position to do it, but I didn't do it. But shout out to the first responders. Tom, you're a real one for this, man. I'm digging it. I'm just going to take it back a little bit because, man, I can do that. But he's right. You know, there's a lot of songs that just glorify all the wrong shit. Like, all the wrong stuff. And I said it before in my other reactions. Tom, is not glorifying drinking and drugging and get banging and all that crazy stuff. Degrading women and, all women are hoes. Like I haven't seen one track yet. Now I'm gonna go back into his old stack of music, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to find it. I'm not going to find none of that. We need to start, at the end of the day, we got to start holding up our women. And women, y'all got to step it up too, just straight up. But shout out to the first responders, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all risk y'all lives every day and don't get nowhere near paid enough for it. Even if I did become a cop, I would have quit. You can't pay me enough to go out there and catch some static over some dumbness. Dumbness. Is that a word? Okay. Got to get a thesaurus. Anyway. All right, Tom, take it from the top.
There's too many songs about diamond teeth and gold chains. Too many rappers who still glorify gangs. There's way too many rhymes about codeine and women we'd like to bang. I just wanted to make a song to say thanks. Thank you to the cops who really trying to make the world a better place, risking their lives to keep a man they never even met safe. They ain't trying to kill your kids or lock their father away. They got families who need food on their plates. And thank you to the firefighters. Whenever I hear sirens, I pray. It takes a special kind of man to run toward all the flames. When we see smoke and we need help, the fire can't be contained. They running in while everybody runs away. And thank you to the soldiers fighting for us, flying way overseas. Ain't never met you, but I love you because you're dying for me. I'm enjoying my freedom, and I know freedom ain't free. When the anthem plays, I don't take a knee. And thank you to the truckers, the janitors, and the average people. The ones holding the jobs that will damage your ego. The ones who do the most, and in return, they get zero. Screw what anyone says. Y'all are
The dudes out there doing the dirty work that nobody else wants to do. You ain't never lied about that, man. They important, man. They do what they do to put food on the table, man. And without them, let's take all the janitors. Let's take all of them dudes and just give them like a 6-month sabbatical and see what happens. Y'all would lose your mind.
Y'all are heroes. Everyday people, they know who they are. They aren't superstars and they don't fight evil. They gotta do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people don't always save the world. They don't get the girl, but y'all are heroes.
Yeah.
Heroes. Too many songs about Xanax and faces covered with tattoos, and way too many asses on camera with rap dudes. Too much Gucci, Louis, Prada clothing trying to brand you. I just want to make a song to say thank you. Thank you to the paramedics coming at high speed in an ambulance, trying to get someone to breathe at the scene of an accident. Covered in a stranger's blood and trying to bring them back again. Their stress levels always at a maximum. Thank you to the carpenters, mechanics, and the welders and plumbers. Y'all are building all the roofs that we're under. Swinging hammers in the pouring rain, the snow in the summer. I hope you know that I appreciate your struggle. Thank you to the nurses and doctors fighting for everyone's lives. Y'all don't always find a cure, but I believe that you tried. The guilt of seeing someone who you tried to save die. Don't let it haunt you. Y'all bought them some time. And thank you to the priests and the pastors and the grocery store clerks. The ones who don't get thanked or paid enough for their work. Probably feel disrespected, and I'm sure that it hurts. But let me tell you, y'all are heroes for sure. Everyday people, they know who they are.
Man, listen. This song, this is homage to paying homage to all the people that do the hard labor, man. Doctors and nurses. Now, I got my opinion about the medical, the pharmaceutical world. I got my opinion on that, but this ain't what that's about. I'll save that for another time. But when it comes to nurses, and 2 of my daughters are heading to nursing school, like, respect. You know, I know that's not a hard job. I mean, let me. You ain't gonna get me in the comments. That is not an easy job. That is not an easy job. You know, these guys going overseas to fight wars and to go and not even during wartime, they were over there keeping the peace. That is a dangerous space to be in. You know, I know some first responders. I know some EMTs. You know, I know a little bit of everybody, but it's not an easy thing to do, to get up and do that. You know, the things that they see, some of the stories that I've heard, it's like, I don't know if I could handle that type of work. Like, you have to really be a special type of person to do some of the work that they're out there doing. And I give y'all a shout out, man. Straight up respect. Good for you, Tom. You know, you talk about all that Prada and all that, all that name brand stuff. y'all finding out now. Y'all been paying way too much money for that. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. Try to run with the hype. I always say, don't believe the hype. Don't believe the hype. That's all right. Go ahead, Tom. Go ahead and finish this up.
Y'all are heroes for sure. Everyday people, they know who they are. They aren't superstars and they don't fight evil. They gotta do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people don't always save the world. They don't get the girl, but y'all are heroes. Heroes. You don't need a mask and a cape. Don't lose sleep wondering if humanity's safe.
No, Tom don't got a Batman suit on.
Whoa. You don't gotta fly to the moon. Don't need x-ray sight to see the hero in you. Whoa.
I ain't gonna lie, Tom's set on the moon looks way more real than what NASA put out. Man, damn, Tom. I mean, shit. You know, Bezos just did a fakeroo today. I hope y'all saw that. Go check out the news, man. Not the news. Go out and find one of these reputable, decent creators that is really giving you the truth, man. Bezos tried to pull a fast one today. Man, you didn't take that tent up into space. That was a tent, man. That was from straight up from Timo. But yeah, man, Tom's set right there look way better than NASA's. It looks realer. I know it's fake, but that's crazy.
Whoa, whoa. Everyday people, they know who they are. They aren't superstars and they don't fight evil. They gotta do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people don't always save the world. They don't get the girl, but y'all are heroes. Heroes.
Nova did it again. Shout out to you, Nova. You know you do your thing. That's what's up. I like to play it all the way to the end. All the way to the end. All right, good enough. Man, that's my bonus reaction, and that was another good one. I think tomorrow I'm gonna have some bangers. I'm gonna dig in there. I'm gonna dig in the comments, make sure I double check which ones are the bangers. I need a banger. I need something to be banging. So y'all know what I meant. Tom just rapped about that. But anywho, man, that was a good one, man. Shout out to the first responders once again. You know, everyday people, that's us. Everyday people, man, who out there just grinding, working hard, man. We ain't got no superpowers. We out there just doing what we do. But I give a special shout out to the guys in blue, the guys in the red. You know, y'all putting out fires, and that is a scary job. I know a couple firefighters too, and man, I think their training is harder than to be a policeman. So, man, they go through some stuff. But you know, shout out to all of them. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me again. You know, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. You guys are dope, man. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. And I do it all because y'all make it possible. So keep coming back. And if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, share the video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really, truly appreciate it. And until next time, this is your man, MJ. WTF for real. Peace.